All right. I was just listening to this interview with Shia LaBeouf here. He's talking about his conversion to Catholicism, and he was talking about the Latin Mass, and he was saying that it just feels amazing. He's saying like with other religions, and he was talking about the church upbringing that he was in. He said it seemed like they were trying to sell him a car and sell him on this idea. And it's kind of like someone trying to push a band on you that they really like, that it doesn't have the same effect as when you stumble across a band yourself and you like it and then you end up supporting it. And he feels like he's being let in on something when he's taken the Latin Mass there. And he talked a lot about the feeling. And he says like a lot of these scripts, and it's like all these the words telling you the place and the setup and the lines and the counter and all this, and it takes you out of the feeling realm. But he says when I'm in the Latin Mass, I don't know Latin, so I can't argue the words. I'm just in the feeling. And I was like, wow, that sums up Catholicism. When you talk to a lot of Catholics, or you listen to them talk among themselves, it's about the feeling. The feeling of when they go into the church and the feeling of partaking of the Eucharist. And they feel good. They feel cleansed. They feel. And it's just this very leftist kind of ideology where I feel like I'm a woman. I feel like I'm a dog. I feel like I'm God. And I'm everything. I feel like I'm this. I feel like I'm that. I feel. And it has nothing to do with reality. I feel 2 plus 2 is 10. I just feel it. It feels so good that it's 10. In reality, 2 plus 2 is 4, right? I mean, your feelings don't change with reality. You just like the way something feels. Doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean anything at all other than you feel something, right? I mean, you could feel things when you partake of drugs, right? Like people feel calmer when they're addicted to cigarettes and they smoke. You feel energized when you take the caffeine, even though your body's really tired. It's not the truth. It's a lie, but you feel like you got a lot of energy. But in reality, your body's tired and wants to rest. You partake of marijuana. That can change the way you feel about a lot of things. You can do things with your inhibition. Same thing with alcohol. Definitely change the way you feel. You may get into do things that you think feel right in the moment because of the influence. But in reality, if you were sober-minded, you wouldn't be following those feelings, right? And I thought he just put it perfectly. Where a lot of people, they love the world's music, right? And if sometimes with a lot of these songs, they have these lyrics that are very crazy, right? There was this one song, man, I wish I could remember it. I don't listen to the radio or anything, but I remember this one song that it would say, Jesus Christ, deny your maker. I should probably look it up. See if I can find it. Let's just use this tab real quick. See if I can do this. Jesus Christ, deny your maker song lyrics. Let's see if I can find it. I won't play the song because then I'll get copywritten, but maybe I can at least find the song. Alice in Chains. Sounds like it might be it. Yeah, but you can see here, Jesus Christ, deny your maker. That's part of the lines. And some people who are Christians and they don't want to deny Jesus Christ, they just like the beat and they don't really pay attention to the lyrics. Kind of like Shia LaBeouf partaking of this Latin Mass. He doesn't know what they're saying. He doesn't really care. He likes the feeling. And that's how a lot of people are. They're all fluffy. The music, it's just, I love it. And you don't realize all the little subliminal things that they're putting in your head. What's really being said. I mean, I caught myself doing that before, where I wanted to get away from worldly music at one point. And there would be times we went out, my wife and I, to go eat, and they'd be playing music. Be like, all right, I would deal with that, but especially when some of the lyrics are going on, and I was like, man, I'm not a fan of this music. And we would go to like a Mexican restaurant, and they'd be playing Mexican music where I don't know what they're saying. And I was like, I like this a lot better. I mean, in the music, the beat's fine, all that. And I don't know what they're saying. They could be saying, kill gringo, down with America. Not that they're saying it. I'm just making the point that they could be saying anything, right? And I have no idea. But it's like, this is better than listening to music where I know what they're saying and I don't like what it is. But yeah, I'm going to add to this because I'm still watching some stuff. But this caught my eye. And I was like, yeah, I've talked about this before. It's all about the feeling. I feel saved. And then when I don't feel saved, I go to Mass and I take the Eucharist and I feel saved again. They're just going by these feelings that change. You know what doesn't change? What you know. I know 2 + 2 is 4. And that stays the same even if I feel depressed or I feel happy. I feel amazing or like trash. Or I feel angry or very gracious. You know, it doesn't matter how I feel. What I know, 2 + 2 = 4, stays the same. And I know that I'm saved because Jesus Christ died for my sins and was buried and rose again the third day for my justification. My life has been dead for 2,000 years. And I have God's eternal life imputed to me. And I know it. And in spite of how I feel, that's the truth. But try to get some of these people out of the feelings and into reality. You see how it is with a lot of these leftists. It's like pulling teeth. It's a nightmare. Catholics have the same mindset. It's the same leftist mindset. The feelings, follow the feelings. It's like the Pied Piper, singing the little tune, leading all the foolish children astray, just to throw them off a cliff or something. They're all lost forever because they like the feeling and the tune and they were going with it, and yeah, they didn't realize where it was leading them. But anyway, in case I don't add anything to this, thanks for watching and take care.